Well, I saw that 10% of toddlers and preschoolers play outside once weekly or less. They say that number's not nearly high enough. Sounds like a big part of it might be kids are captivated by screens and video games, and two, parents are afraid to let them do anything. They said they're noticing with the newer generation of parents that they want to coddle their kids, and things like climbing, swinging, or exploring unfamiliar areas actually is something that the parents just can't stand. If the kids get past 3 feet off the ground, they're like, oh my gosh, my kid's going to break their neck.
Well, I mean, I thought at one point you at least want 1 or 2 sprained ankles at minimum as a child, just so you know there's pain out there.
Just not at the same time. 2 sprained ankles.
That would be rough.
At the same time sounds terrible.
That would not. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Got to space them out.
And
I
then,
know a guy that walks like he's got 2 sprained ankles.
I walk like I've been on a horse for 17 days and never gotten off of it.
40% of parents admit that they feel nervous when their kids stray too far or climb too high, but the experts are saying that when your kid does that kind of stuff, they're actually building confidence, resilience, and problem-solving skills. So outdoor play is really important. So make sure that they are doing that. They say that outdoor play benefits mental, physical, and eye health in developing children. I know, just getting some sunshine, too. And that vitamin D, it's great for the mental health and overall general wellness.
That's for just humans in general.
You're
Absolutely.
right. You're right.
But especially for kids, they need to go out and they need to be playing outside. When I was a kid, we were hardly ever indoors. I would say 80% of our play, maybe more, was outside because, you know, we did have video games and stuff like that, but they weren't cool enough to keep us out there. We wanted to play all kinds of games. We played a lot of sports. So we did football, baseball, basketball. That was kind of the big three that we did sports-wise. But we had so many other great games. Man, I would just love to almost go back. And we played a game called Kick the Can. We'd have a can and people go hide, and then you had somebody that was, you know, trying to get everybody, and if somebody kicked the can, they'd be, take off running. That was such a fun game. I haven't played a good game of Kick the Can in 30 years.
Back in the day when I was in Lake Park, we would play the game Run from the Van.
Yeah, a lot more incentive on that one.
The white conversion van?
Yeah, the one that was trying to, you know, get the kids to eat candy bars. You're like,
The guy with the mustache and dirty fingernails?
Yes.
Big Prince of Peace, he said his favorite outdoor game was kickball. That was a fun one. We did a lot of that because, you know, we could do that one in the street.
Yes.
We played a little kickball in the street, and I remember one of the power lines. That was a home run. So if you kick the ball up over the power line, you got a home run.
Oh, kickball was amazing. I'll tell you what was not amazing. Dodgeball. Because if you were the target, oh, man, head hunting galore, Virginia.
You could snap a neck.
You really could.
Yeah.
Some of the games I'm not sure should have been allowed.
If you caught that red rubber ball the wrong way, you could do some serious damage and need a chiropractor.
Well, even Mother May I. If you had the mother who was in charge, who just had all the power, you were never allowed to, you would lose the game.
You're right.
So I loved all the games. I love the sports. I love the kick the can, kickball, that kind of good stuff. But maybe my favorite outdoor activity as a kid was building forts.
Oh my
We
gosh.
always were building forts all the way up through high school. I remember we made a fort underneath a bridge.
Ooh.
And it was the coolest thing.
Seems safe. Maybe I'll tell Rocco to go do that today.
Yeah, you know what? I think our bridges in Logan, Ohio were different than the bridges here.
I remember.
Here you got company. In Logan, you were pretty much, it was just you.
Remember when you tried to go and do something under a bridge one time, Jay Bird?
What time?
I mean, that guy that was yelling at you, he's like, this is my bridge.
Yeah, that's when we did the bit. I was homeless for 24 hours to see what it was like. And you'd be shocked how many people live under bridges. Small bridges you would not even think about while you're driving over going, no one's living under there. And not true.
Yeah, I think everybody kind of stakes out their claim, you know, right around here, my house and where we work. I kind of identify. I'm like, okay, that's his spot. That's her spot. They all kind of got their own little place. So that's one thing to know. I think there's a code on the streets, Virginia.
Don't wander under that bridge.
Yeah, don't take somebody's spot.
But you're right, though. Building forts as a kid is such a big deal. My dad built the coolest fort. At least I thought it was cool, you know, as a kid, because it was something new and different. And I remember day 2, there was this giant It wasn't a rat. It looked like the biggest gerbil or hamster. It was in our fort. And my mom freaked out and called the Lake Park Police Department. And the police came to my house.
For a rat?
Yeah, and the guy goes, ma'am, what do you want me to do? Arrest it? Even as a little kid, I thought that was funny.
So he took the rat out in cuffs?
No, he's like, ma'am, it's nature. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, so I got a poll going on right now. The best outdoor kid activity. Sports or kickball, put that in the same category. Kick the can or tag. Building forts. If you had a fourth option, what would you put in?
Capture the flag. That was such a fun game.
How is that different than a kick the can? What is the variations of capture the flag versus kick the can?
Kick the can was big during the Great Depression, and I think
because that's all we had. We weren't
Yeah.
fancy enough to have a flag.
and that can had food in it, and they made sure every drop was out of it. And, I think it's different because capture the flag is more of, it's kind of like a hunting, hide and go seek. There's teams. I don't think I'm articulating it well.
Yeah, I'm still lost.
But kick the can, though, I tell you.
Kick the can. It was some good stuff. All right, we'll let the people sound off on those three options. You can do that right now. All you have to do is just go to the KBJ Show YouTube page, and if you are there watching us, make sure you click the like button. We would definitely appreciate that.
My dream, the last thing I'll say, my dream is to be able to walk down the street and jump into a double dutch situation, nail it, and then keep walking. See what I'm saying?
I don't know, Boo.
What do you mean?
I think that's beyond your skill set.
Wow. Well, now I have something to prove, Kevin.
Where are you with hopping right now?
You know,
He wants to fight me. But deep down, he knows he can't hop.
oh, you know, for 20 minutes, I'd go so strong. Yeah, I'd be hurting.
He'll blow out the right side.
That's fine.
You think he's got 20 minutes on that hip?
No way. He'll have 20 seconds.
I didn't think so either.
I would like to know the countdown until where my hip finally turns to dust.
The countdown, do we have to call the EMS?
I think the countdown's already expired. I think it is dust.
Yeah, I kind of do wish you guys would have called the EMS maybe a couple months ago.
Yeah, we could have done that. Okay, so here's what we got right now on the early voting. We got sports/kickball is the number one activity, followed by building forts. I threw a water balloon fight in there.
Okay.
Remember how fun those things used to be? And you had to do that outside.
I love that.
That's doing well. And then you kick the can, capture the flag with 12% of the vote right now.
Did you guys ever play tag?
Yeah, we
Freeze
did.
Yeah.
tag. That was a fun one.
Yeah, there's all kinds of good stuff. So basically, the thing is get your kid outside. They need it because staying inside is not good. In fact, they've even noticed, too, there were some stats that came out, I think, last week about each additional hour of daily screen time before kindergarten reduced odds of higher academic achievement by up to 10% in grade 3 reading and math and grade 6 math. So they've now put the correlation on when your kid has too much daily screen time, it's going to affect how good they're going to do in school.
Wow.
So get outside, play more, screens less, basically.
Duck, duck, goose.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved Duck Duck Goose.
I bet adult duck, duck, goose could be so fun.
So fun.
But duck, duck, goose, you always hit your crush. You're like, oh, you're the goose. Chase me.
Okay, yeah. Cute thing.
the players got to play.